Let's conduct an experiment. Does adding more sugar give you a higher ABV, alcohol by volume? Let's find out. Now to begin, we're going to need 3 carboys. We're going to need 3 airlocks with bongs. We're going to need 3 2-quart containers of 100% grape juice. We're going to need 3 cups of sugar. We're going to need 3 packs of wine yeast. In this example, I'm going to be using a Red Star Premier Cuvée wine yeast because of its high, potentially 18% ABV potential. I'm also going to need a hydrometer and testing tubes. We can find out how much alcohol was produced in each of our examples. Also in our example, we're going to be doing the following. In our first test case, we will be using 0% sugar, 1 cup of sugar, and 2 cups of sugar. And we're going to find out what we get. And that's what I'm going to be using to conduct this experiment. Now, 1 cup of sugar is supposed to equal 200 grams. So I'll put a use 200 grams for the 1 cup container and 400 grams for the 2 cup example. So I'm going to use 200 grams for the 1 cup example and 400 grams for the 2 cups of sugar example. But I've noticed something on my measuring cup. 200 grams doesn't quite come up to the 1 cup mark on my measuring cup. It's coming up a little short. It's more, instead of 8 ounces, it's coming up more like 7 ounces. But hey, I'm going to go metric this time just so I can appease my international folk. Now, each one of these carboys has been properly cleaned and sanitized. So the next thing I want to do is go ahead and add sugar to our second and third containers, starting with the 1 cup to the second container and the 400 grams into the third container. All right. Next thing I want to do is go ahead and add in our juice to our first container. Trying awfully hard not to spill it on the table. And to number 1. Number 2. Okay. Let me put the caps back on for a moment. All right, I'm going to go ahead and incorporate our sugar into our juice. I mean, I could, if there were sugar in here, I could just simply shake it up. But now that I've gotten older, I just don't have that kind of energy. I'm going to go ahead and use if I get the doggone thing in the hole, my degassing one, which acts as a pretty good mixer. Okay, I think that's good enough. Pull that out. All right, the next thing I want to do is I want to take a hydrometer reading to get our starting gravity on each of our carboys. Let us know how much starting sugar we're starting with. And it looks like our starting gravity for our first container is coming in at 1.066. And our second one looks like it's coming in at 1.096. And for a third one, it looks like that one's coming in at 1.26. And I want to go ahead and add in our wine yeast. Now, normally for an amount of wine this size, I would not be using a full packet of wine yeast. A full packet is good for 5 gallons of wine, but it will speed up the process a bit. And that's what I'm going for. Put the capsule in temporarily while I get the airlocks ready. Now, after having cleaned and sanitized and filling our airlocks up to the marks, I'm going to go ahead and insert. I'll go ahead and check on these in about a week. It's now been a week, 7 days, and activity has virtually come to a complete standstill, at least in containers 1 and 2. There's a very, very slow buildup of CO2 coming out of number 3, but all things being equal, I would say that that's just about ready. Okay, let's start taking these readings and let's see what we got. Starting with container number 1. Behind door number 1, it looks like we're coming in at 0.996. Behind door number 2, looks like that one's coming in at 0.990. And now, behind door number 3, and it looks like that reading is coming in at 1.200. Now then, let me go ahead and run the calculation and let's find out what's what. Here we go. Behind door number 1, we ended up with 9.98% ABV. Behind door number 2, we had 12.60% ABV. And behind door number 3, we had 14.44% ABV. I mean, the conclusion of this experiment was kind of foregone, but you don't know until you try it. Yeah, adding additional sugar will give you additional boosts in ABV up to a point where you either maximize the ability of your yeast to deal with the amount of alcohol. It turns out that with door number 3, where we had the 2 cups, well, approximately 2 cups, or 400 grams of sugar, because of the final sweetness or the final hydrometer level, more than likely this will end up being a bit sweet. And back sweetening may or may not be necessary depending on your own personal taste buds. This one will probably need to have a little bit of back sweetening, and this one most definitely will need back sweetening. So that's what's going to happen there. Again, it was kind of a fun experiment, but what am I going to do with the experiment now that everything is done? Well, to answer that question, the previous video where I did the sugar-free wine, which was basically just a repeat of this example here, or the predecessor of this example here, where I let the natural juice, without adding any additional sugar, just go to basically 0, and then back sweeten it with artificial sweeteners. I will probably do one of 2 things. I will probably add this to this container, more than likely, and probably add some additional sugar to bring the levels up to about here. In other words, I'll add about 1 or 2 cups of sugar, probably 2 cups of sugar for the combined lot. With this one, I will probably add that one to this one and let that go ahead and finish the long haul fermentation. And in a couple of months, I'll just have a couple of gallons of grape juice wine to contend with. And that will be that. So if you like what you see here, click on that subscribe button. Until then, I will see you in the next video.